Hello there, I'm Paula Edwards and I am from Advanced Virtual Assistants. It's very nice to see you here. Thank you for keep joining me here on our channel. I hope you're getting lots of value. And you know what? Please feel free to contact us and let us know what's working for you, what isn't, how it's helping, and how we can help in the future. This channel is always all about helping you, so please do feel free to let us know. That's what we're here for. So today I'm going to be talking to you about some signs that you might be over delivering as a VA. This is what I found for myself. So maybe you are like a high level VA, or maybe you should actually be calling yourself an OBM, an online business manager. So I definitely found this. I think in my early days, I got fully booked really quickly, and I realized I was over delivering to my clients because I wanted to get my head around the whole business and get roll my sleeves up really and get involved with what's going on with the business to understand the wider picture to see how I could make things better. Um, Now, that wasn't always welcome as a VA, I have to say, but most clients were like, yeah, fill your boots, really happy for you to take on more responsibility. But it was then that I realized that I was over delivering as a VA. And at that point, I hadn't come across the term of OBM. It was in 20 end of 2017, around about then, and it wasn't really, I mean, VA wasn't very widely known, but OBM was not really heard of at all. Definitely in the States and Australia, they tend to be a bit further ahead of us in accepting this way of working. And so they were definitely talking about OBM, and that's when I came across it. And so I decided to remarket myself as an OBM. So some signs that you might be in a similar situation is maybe it's the ones where the clients where you feel like you're delivering above and beyond. You're more of a strategic partner. Perhaps they're somebody who leans on you quite a lot. Maybe you run things for them, or you've got quite a high level of responsibility. Maybe they ask your opinion on how to do things, and you work very much more collaboratively, rather than. And this is not to diminish the VA role because it's extremely important, and I really value the roles that VAs do. But essentially, a VA role is very much more like repetitive tasks, keeping inboxes tidy. I don't know, sorting out, uploading YouTube videos, and helping with course structure and course students and that type of thing. Whereas the OBM role is much more a collaborative partnership with the business owner, and they lean on you for your thoughts and your advice. Maybe you are managing projects, you oversee the whole project, you make sure all the moving parts are happening when they should be. Maybe you're managing the people, again, making sure that everybody's doing what they should be in the business, to make sure what I say is the wheels are all turning in the background in the operations room, to make sure that business keeps on running on tracks. Perhaps you're somebody who likes to think strategically. So, you're looking further down the line, or, what do we need to think about in order for this to happen? Or let's plan out launches for the rest of the year and map it out and then work out what we need in place. Or let's understand what the client's vision is and help them map out how they're going to get there. So maybe you're that sort of person who's always looking ahead and mapping out the strategy in order to meet the vision. So I don't like the word indispensable because really nobody's indispensable, but you've created a position in that business where, literally so much of it is with you. You're making sure all of these things are happening. You're making sure projects stay on track. You're making sure people are doing what they're doing. You're the strategic partner for the business owner to lean upon. These are all signs really that you've stopped being a VA and you've moved more into the OBM role. There's a lot to the OBM role. In our course, we cover lots of things like leadership, managing people, metrics and KPIs, launch, project management, all these sorts of things. And these are the sorts of areas that an OBM would typically take on. And or that you could do just one of those things. You could be that, just deliver one part of that if that's how you want to work on a project basis. So have a think about, how are you serving your clients at the moment? Maybe it's time to stop and have a think, jot down the types of tasks you're doing, and ask yourself, Have you stopped being a VA and moved into the OBM role? And if so, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to go from calling yourself the VA to the OBM? Maybe we can talk more about this on this channel. I hope that's been helpful to open your eyes and think about what you're delivering. And maybe it's time to move into the OBM role. I don't know. Okay, take care. Bye for now.